Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We begin with new information. A former West Fargo teacher has pleaded guilty to 6 counts of sex-related crimes with students. 37-year-old Shannon Mosier was in the Cass County courtroom today for the change of plea hearing. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley was at that court hearing. She joins us now to tell us more about what happened there. Bailey?
Mike, an emotional Shannon Mosier pleaded guilty to 6 of the 8 charges against her this afternoon, including 4 counts of luring a minor, 1 count of sexual assault, and 1 count of gross sexual imposition. 2 counts of using a minor in sexual performance were dismissed. Court documents reveal there are 6 victims total, and that Mosier had sexual contact with 2 of them, one being 15 and the other only 14 years old. Documents also say some of these incidents have been going on since May of 2016. After her plea, a district judge raised Mosier's bail from $30,000 to $100,000. However, her defense attorney says Mosier does not intend to ever post that bail.
Well, she's most certainly sorry for her actions, and the reason she did not post bail was because she knew what she did was wrong. She knows that there's a debt she has to pay to society for what happened here. So she voluntarily chose to stay in on her own will.
A sentencing date has not yet been set. Mike?
All right, thanks, Bailey. Mosier is facing 5 years to life in prison. She resigned from Liberty Middle School earlier this summer, where she was a science teacher for the past 2 years. We have a follow-up to a story that we brought to you early as part of our Battle Against Bullying initiative. A Valley City woman who told us that her 14-year-old daughter was subjected to bullying and racial slurs by several boys over a year says her daughter is now back in school. Nikita Shipp says her daughter has re-enrolled in the Valley City Public School District. Shipp says that following her daughter's therapy this summer, she and her family encouraged her to return back to Valley City. She said the community should come together and educate the children about racism. Valley City School Superintendent Josh Johnson said that school leaders suspended one boy for 4 days earlier this year after he was accused of making racial slurs to Shipp's daughter. Shipp says that she's pursuing legal action against 2 boys in the juvenile court system. If you need help uncovering fraud or corruption in your community, call our whistleblower hotline. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Call 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. There are 3 high-risk sex offenders who have moved or will be moving into the area. In Otter Tail County, Minnesota, 28-year-old Gregory Keppers will be moving into the rural Earhart area next week. He has a history of sexual conduct and contact with girls between the ages of 15 and 17. 31-year-old Andrew Cruft is now living in the rural Pelican Rapids area. He has a history of sexual contact with girls ages 11 through 14. And in Barnes County, North Dakota, Charles Carrington Jr. is living in Fingal. He was convicted in federal court in 2006 of sexual abuse of a 12-year-old girl. He sexually assaulted his victim approximately 25 times over a 2-year period. If you have any questions regarding these individuals, you're asked to contact your local law enforcement. Police in Fergus Falls, Minnesota are trying to track down a thief. They say earlier this month someone broke into a white Chevy Tahoe. It was parked in the Kennedy Secondary School student parking area. The thief stole expensive and hard-to-replace medications, including EpiPens. If anyone has information on this or witnessed the theft, contact police at 218-998-8555. A Fargo man was seriously injured and faces a DUI charge after losing control of his motorcycle over the weekend. It happened north of Amenia Saturday night. Authorities say 37-year-old Stephen Lauinger was traveling south on Highway 18 when he lost control of the motorcycle and was thrown from the bike. He suffered life-threatening injuries, was airlifted to Sanford Hospital in Fargo. He was not wearing a helmet. He was cited for driving under the influence. Cooler temps than we're used to for this time of year, and we can't shake the feeling that rain might fall again. Let's find out what we should expect tonight from Robert. Robert?
Yeah, some of us have been seeing rain for quite some time here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Just one brief sprinkle earlier this afternoon. We'll see more of that rain as we head through this evening and overnight tonight. Right now, it is cooler than it should be at this time of year, with a mix of some 50s and some 60s. 54 in Langdon, 55 Devils Lake, 59 Grand Forks, Thief River Falls, Roseau, and Detroit Lake, 63 here into the Fargo-Moorhead area. Winds gusty out of the north, at times gusting over 20 miles per hour, close to 30 miles per hour at times. We'll continue to see some gusty winds, albeit a touch lighter overnight tonight. A brief break in the cloudiness in parts of the Red River Valley, but off to the east, north, and west, lots of cloudiness, and underneath those clouds, some showers and new thunderstorm forming in parts of Dickey and Lemoore County there, moving on off towards the east and northeast. We'll have that chance for some showers, maybe a rumble or two of thunder as we head through the evening hours, and temperatures slowly dropping on off to right around 60 degrees by 9 p.m. The cool air sticks around for one more day, and then the warm-up begins. We do have some storm chance to talk about as well, and we'll detail all that in just a few minutes.
I think we'll focus on the warm-up.
Exactly.
Thanks. Make sure you can get the forecast when you need it with the latest version of the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app. Download the latest version for free so you don't miss important alerts. Just search VNL Weather in your app store. Authorities are cracking down on sexting while driving starting next Tuesday through the end of September. North Dakota agencies will be in a campaign called You Drive, You Text, You Pay. Officials say texting drivers are 6 times more likely to crash than a drunk driver. Writing, reading, or sending any electronic message or using a device to access the internet while driving is illegal. It's punishable with a fine of $100. The law applies to any driver of a vehicle in a traffic lane, even while stopped at a red light or in a construction zone. The campaign is part of the Vision Zero strategy to eliminate motor vehicle crash fatalities and serious injuries on North Dakota roads. Authorities prevented a woman from jumping off a bridge. A call came in of a person looking to jump off the Highway 71 bridge west of Bemidji State University. They say the woman appeared to be distraught and was crying hysterically. They were able to grab and pull her off the bridge to safety. She was taken by ambulance to a hospital for treatment. A small group of protesters spotted outside some area liquor stores today. They're local union workers who say that they aren't getting the pay that they deserve. A representative told us that alcohol distributor Johnson Brothers Liquor Company increased wages across the country. But here in Fargo, delivery drivers only received half of that increase, despite doing the same amount of work. Workers say they want customers to know who they're doing business with. They plan to continue tonight at the FM Redhawks game. We reached out to Johnson Brothers for comment, but have not heard back yet. A draft environmental impact statement on the revised Fargo-Moorhead flood diversion project has been released, and Minnesota officials say they'll decide on a permit application sometime this winter. That new plan is meant to reduce impacts in Richland County in North Dakota and Wilkin County in Minnesota that in the original plan were at the heart of a staging area to hold excess water in times of serious flooding. Fargo Mayor Tim Mahoney says the report looks positive, and he's hopeful it will lead to a permit. Some changes could be coming to Hector International Airport. It's getting $2.3 million to make improvements. The funds will be used to improve the airport's access road and create more space for parking, as well as reimburse the airport for other projects. Officials say ensuring airports in the region have up-to-date planning and infrastructure will enable future growth and development. In honor and remembrance of U.S. Senator John McCain, both the governors of Minnesota and North Dakota have ordered all U.S. and state flags to be flown at half-staff. The order is for all state and federal buildings until sunset on the day of Senator John McCain's interment on Sunday. Senator McCain passed away at the age of 81 on Saturday. He had been receiving treatment for a malignant brain tumor since its discovery back in 2017. Improving the warning system in western North Dakota. Later on Valley News Live at 6, what's going to be done in the wake of that tornado that rocked a portion of Watford City. Up next, details on an uncommon death in North Dakota, this one occurring in northeastern part of the state.